In today's video, we're going to be discussing things you need to know about Avengers 5. With the release of Avengers Endgame, everybody was left wondering what would happen next. We were given an ending to an era of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and honestly, it was amazing. Phase 4 is going to be kicking off with Black Widow, which will come out sometime in November, and from there we're going to get a lot of other awesome movies as part of the new phase. However, with the Avengers movie being so successful for Marvel, it's hard to imagine that there won't be a fifth Avengers movie. So today, we're going to be discussing what could occur in a fifth movie if there was one. As I already said, Phase 4 is going to include some other movies like Black Widow, but also The Eternal, The Legend of the Ten Rings, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, Thor: Love and Thunder, and Black Panther 2. I'm sure all of these movies are going to be amazing, but you obviously want to know more about Avengers 5. Well, there actually is no confirmed release date for a new Avengers movie, and Marvel hasn't really said anything about a fifth movie anyway. There are a handful of other movies as well, like Ant-Man 3 and Captain Marvel 2, which are expected to arrive in the next few years. So it does seem a little bit too soon for anything to be discussed around Avengers 5. I know that people are still excited about it though. Maybe Avengers 5 will be released sometime in 2023, but don't take my word for it, because that's just speculation, and it's what other people have been thinking, but it just isn't what Marvel has said themselves. Like I've already said, the movie hasn't been confirmed yet, so Avengers 5 might not even be a thing. If there were to be an Avengers 5, we know for sure that there won't be certain characters returning, because of what happened in the previous movies. So, as an example, Iron Man won't return because, in the last movie, Endgame, spoiler warning, he unfortunately died. As well as this, we won't be seeing anything of Black Widow because she heartbreakingly, spoiler warning, said goodbye as she threw herself off a cliff in order to ensure Hawkeye would get his hands on the Soul Stone. Captain America will also not be making an appearance because he decided to live out his life with Peggy Carter in the past, and he is now a senior citizen in the present. Sorry, I should have said that was a spoiler. The only member from the actual original three characters that could be seen in Avengers 5 would be Thor. There is actually another Thor movie coming out in Phase 4 called Love and Thunder, so we all know that he is still around. As well as this, we know that in Love and Thunder, Jane Foster is going to be taking on the role of the female Thor, which could mean that there might be a new Avengers team assembled. What would you think of a new team? I personally would think it would be great, seeing as how half of the original team has either been killed off or have moved on. The possibility of a new team seems quite exciting. If there were to be a new team assembled, there would be people left like Captain Marvel, as well as Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, Black Panther, Valkyrie, War Machine, the Winter Soldier, and Falcon as well. If you remember, at the end of Endgame, Cap actually gives his shield to Falcon, so he could possibly become the new captain. Many of these characters that I've just mentioned already have their own new movies or series that are going to be released in Phase 4, so it seems pretty obvious that they will appear in a fifth Avengers movie if that's going to be a thing. It actually turns out that She-Hulk has been confirmed to be a new Avenger. The casting call for a Disney Plus series called She-Hulk has been quite revealing, giving us some information. The Independent reported that whoever took the role of Jennifer Walters will actually be a future member of the Avengers. This means She-Hulk is the first character to be introduced on Disney Plus that the studio has confirmed will play a major role in the MCU in future films. As well as this, Feige himself has actually previously talked about She-Hulk, saying that she would cross over to the big screen at some point. Another addition to the MCU could come from the X-Men. While their introduction to the MCU was previously impossible, it now has become a thing that could happen. Disney actually took over Fox Studios, so that means that the possibility of X-Men coming into the MCU is inevitable. There's an upcoming series to Disney Plus called WandaVision, which will lead directly into the events that happened during Doctor Strange 2, otherwise known as Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Wanda will actually go into other realities within the multiverse, which could possibly provide a door through which the X-Men could arrive into the MCU. Feige has said that, for him, Endgame was an ending. And although he hasn't closed the doors to any new possible Avengers films at later dates, he has said that, for now, the studio is going to be focusing on new stories. So they're going to focus on the movies that I had previously mentioned at the start of this list, like Black Widow and Doctor Strange 2. There are many movies in the lineup for Phase 4 which are going to come out in the next few years, which all seems really exciting, to be honest. Although we haven't really got any information to do with Avengers 5 for now, it doesn't mean that it isn't going to be possible in the future. The Avengers movies are possibly the best part of the franchise, so I really do believe that Marvel is going to continue them in the future. That's all for today though. What did you think of this list? Let us know in the comments what you thought. But with that being said, this is the end of the video, so I'll see you guys in the next one.